Germany is, of course, holding a balanced budget. Partners want Germany to actually use a little bit more leeway to stimulate its ailing economy. What needs to happen that Germany gives up its balanced budget?
We have made a very expansive financial policy in the last years. At this time, we have the highest public investment in the federal budget. It's 40 billion euros a year, and it will be 400 billion in the next 10 years. This will be boosted in a way by our latest decisions on fighting climate change. This is an extra 150 billion euros investment for the next 10 years. So there's a lot of public investment. And this is in a situation where the economy is still stable. We have the highest number of people employed. If many people would enter Germany and knock at the right doors, they would be employed. So it is not a difficult situation.
Minister, can you do more? Can you enact more stimulus?
I think we did a lot, as I already said, looking at investment, and this is also due, if we look at taxes, we decreased the taxes for low and middle income taxpayers. We helped families with child quite a lot, and we will have a tax relief in mostly demolishing the tax for which we took since the German unification. So 90% of the taxpayers will not pay this extra tax anymore. So anything is boosting the economy. In the end, the more important question is what will happen to a global economy, because this is the real question we all have to face.
We're in conversation with Olaf Scholz, the German finance minister. What makes you so optimistic, Minister, that Germany can return to growth by the end of the year?
We have a very competitive economy. This is not just the big companies anyone knows, but many Mittelstand companies who are successful on the world market. What we know is that we have a lowering of global growth, and we also know why this is so. It's because of trade tensions between the United States and China and other questions. So hopefully, if all these questions step by step are solved, like the Brexit seems to be, this will have a good impact on the world economy, because what we are now facing is that there are problems from new tariffs, but there is also the problem that the people are uncertain about the future, and so they do not take decisions. This is necessary to be changed.
But what happens if we don't have a Brexit deal? So we have a Brexit deal. What happens if it doesn't get voted through Parliament?
I think this will be very difficult, especially for the United Kingdom, because a hard Brexit would be a problem, to be very honest. And it is a problem for UK, it is a problem for the rest of the world, also the European Union, but mostly not there. There will be some effects. But it's always the same. The best thing to do is to make a very pragmatic political strategy, follow it, and this means that we should avoid all these tensions.
Minister, Christine Lagarde has been inaugurated as ECB president. She takes over on November 1st. Are you expecting more stimulus from the European Central Bank?
I think the European Central Bank followed a very clear strategy during the last years. They were very successful during the big crisis we had 10 years ago. And Christine Lagarde is a very intelligent person that is very experienced. She did a very good job at IMF, and I'm sure that she will do it very good at the ECB as well.
But can banks, especially German banks, take more negative rates? Can they cope with ever more negative rates?
It is something we fought very much for, that the European Central Bank is independent, and following this line, it is not a good idea that finance ministers or prime ministers or presidents comment the strategies of the central bank.